Hi, everybody.
Hello, hello.
Happy
Oh, you know,
Sunday.
I forgot to ask you if you can hear me okay.
I
I
can hear you
can hear
great.
you. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. I forgot that.
So, guys, welcome to the Dream Stream, courtesy of Tutas Speaks. Thank goodness JJ was creative and threw
Right.
that out there.
So,
Right.
But I love the name. We all do. So, yeah, this is going to be our thing that we do once a month on my channel. Going to be co-hosting with Kevin and Debbie, and we're being, yeah, and there they are, and we'll be interpreting everybody's dreams. It's very similar to what the dream team was when it was just Debbie and me, and everybody. It's all encompassed participation. Everybody in the chat, and if you guys have dreams you want to discuss, we can throw cards on or intuitively tap into and figure stuff out for you. This is the place to be. Also, I've got Debbie's and Kevin's channels and websites in the description already that you all, I'm sure, are quite familiar with them.
Look at you.
If
Yeah.
I'm on it, man. And we got clouds. Look at us in the sky.
I feel like I'm just floating right now.
Free bird, spread those
Me too.
wings.
Yeah.
Floating. Floating.
So dreamy.
Yeah, that's a surprise. You all didn't know I was going to whip out the clouds in the background. So.
I love it. I love it. And it's so good to see everybody here.
Mm-hmm.
Teresa, hugs to you. Gigi, hello. Sweet and salty. Renee's here. KD Moonchild.
Yeah.
Aiden, hello. Good morning or
Hi,
afternoon. Or
guys.
what are we? Oh, we're afternoon.
Yeah.
We're
passed.
afternoon. Yeah.
Mhm.
And everybody hit the like button while you're here. And if you're chatting, you're subscribed because I did set it up so that only subscribers could. Just in case there's a troll, but there's so many freaking rentals.
Oh, that's a great idea.
Yeah.
Hi, Suzanne. Hi, Flower Power. Carol and Nancy.
Sweet and Salty has a question for you, Debbie.
Oh, how did I come up with the Freebird name? Well, that's a great question.
Was it in a dream?
It was not a dream. But I was in I had other names. You know how you go through all. And I had a whole website on another name. I had gone through other names and more Healy feel to it and so forth. And too long, and I can't even remember the names now. I've had so many. However, realized that I needed to make a switch, and I wanted a powerful. And I was in my life. I was experiencing free bird choices, making like freedom choices for myself, and I also love Leonard Skinner. So that helps. And it just made sense. So I started looking for, and obviously Freebird, you can't do Freebird. So then when I was trying to do the whole Google like name thing and get your name, and so I can make my own, what is that called?
Generator?
No.
The name generator?
No, like when you're doing your domain.
Domain.
Looking for a domain. All these domains were taken. So, but Freebird Spirit was not. So my partner actually said, Freebird, how about Freebird Spirit? Because I'm like Freebird 11, Freebird,
Yeah.
She's like, how about Freebird Spirit? And I'm like, okay, yeah, I love it. And it felt good, right? It was available. So I took it. And ironically, when you look at my statistics for YouTube, it shows that I get the most traffic from people looking for Freebird, the song.
That's awesome.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah. So Leonard Skinner, they're all helping me.
Wow.
I should have named my channel Stairway to Heaven.
Exactly.
They're Googling it. Led Zeppelin.
Totally.
Led Zeppelin.
Yeah.
Stairway to Heaven. All right. Thanks for
I
asking that
like
question,
that.
Sweet and salty. Yeah, now we know the origin of
Freebird burritos.
spirit.
Aiden.
Yes, Aiden, that was on the list.
Yeah.
I think it was already taken. Oh gosh, yeah. And so it just worked, and and so I've had it for a while now, obviously, but
And Kevin, I guess we know how you got your name.
well, we're
It's your
not.
name.
We haven't heard the whole story, Kevin.
It was just a download. I was sitting in the power and I heard it loud and clear and it just stuck. It was actually when you said it kind of felt right, Debbie. That was it. It felt right in my body. And I was like, that's the name. And the same thing, it just unfolded. It was available as far as some of the email and that kind of stuff. And so, yeah, I went with it and I like it.
Now,
Metatron's
the
way.
good thing about that, Kevin, is that they know what you're doing. They know what you're offering.
Yeah.
Freebird Spirit, you have no clue what you're getting.
Sure. Yeah.
So that's the downfall of my name.
Yeah. Interesting.
Mm-hmm. And then we have Lisa, Spirit Intuitive Tarot, which you know what you're diving into.
Yeah, Debbie helped me get my name. We were just kind of hanging out, talking, and she's like, "Oh, how about this one?" I'm like, "Yeah, I kind of like that." So now it just feels like me, you know. I guess once you get into it, it's just kind of
becomes you. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think we infuse the name with energy, and in that, it just feels like you. Like if you change your name, I'd be like, I miss the other one.
Right.
This Freebird Spirit, I would miss it. So yeah, we've infused it. It's come to life.
I guess I could have done Freebird Medium.
Yeah, I like it the way it is.
I do too.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
I've actually thought about dropping tarot off the end of mine because I tend to wander off into other things. But why do that? So I think I'll just keep it. I like it.
Yeah. Earth Mama says 3 strong names.
Thanks, Earth Mama. 2535 Apple. Hello, you are getting a wrench, and Metatron, you already got hit in your third eye about 5 seconds ago, so you've already got your wrench.
Amazing.
Blue
Club. Yeah, it's the
See blue. It has to happen. All right. So, do you all want to get started on seeing what we're going to do here?
Is everybody throwing their dream questions in?
No, everybody's just kind of chatting right now.
Oh, well, I guess we have to explain what we're doing. Since it's our first dream stream Sunday together, we're talking about dreams. So if you have questions on dreams and how spirit communicates through dreams, or if you have a dream that you would like us to interpret, throw anything in regards to the dream stream.
And we're definitely trying to stay away from personal questions. Please hold on to those because we're going to be doing those kinds of questions when we're on Kevin's channel as a trio. And then anything political, stuff like that, current events, that's going to be saved for when we rotate to Debbie's channel.
Covering it all.
Here, it's going to be dreams, which could drift into another direction because depending on the dream, right? But let's just try this out, see what's going on.
Yeah.
If you guys have any.
I just wanted to post.
If not,
I can talk about my own damn dream.
Totally. The one thing we are going to keep consistent on all of the shows is that we're going to end in the prayers coming together in the healing circle. We are going to keep that because it's such a special part to the Sunday show. So we've decided that we will include that on all of our channels, which feels really good.
Yes. We'll link in at the end of all of them.
Yeah. And Flower Power is asking if next Sunday's on Kevin. I feel like maybe we should do that. Like,
interesting.
You know what I mean?
Okay.
Because it'll get too confusing.
Sure.
So every Sunday, just boom, 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 boom. Is that what you're saying?
I feel like that would flow better and people wouldn't be as confused, right?
Sounds good to me.
Okay.
Yeah.
Ditto.
Done. Yes.
Done. Next week. That's correct.
We're so easy. Let's have a staff meeting right now. Let me get the
we're having our meeting and everybody.
Yeah, we totally are.
Yeah.
We're working out the kinks on this, guys. So it's a team effort for sure.
Yeah.
Just makes sense.
All right.
I love that.
All right. This blueberry tea is just divine.
Blueberry.
Yeah. Yeah. I think I found a new favorite.
Well, we got something.
It's not sweet, but it has that blueberry.
Here's a little something from Renee.
Yeah, I was just looking at that.
Okay, Tara Love Community. And if you haven't visited her channel, please do.
She says, I've been asking Spirit to help me remember my dreams more. So I've been recalling more, but the essence for now more than specifics.
Okay, so you're just getting the essence, and that's a good start. Yeah.
I mean, it's almost like you almost have to practice. You really do. I think a lot of people talk about how they don't remember their dreams so well.
Craigie
and
Poo.
There's so many little, it's Craigie Poo here. Hi, Craigie Poo. But there's so many different ways you can, you set those intentions before you go to sleep, and everybody dreams. It's just a matter of whether you're paying attention sometimes. It can be medication. If there's anybody out there that's on some weird meds, or just a matter of getting a good night's sleep can be part of it too. But that's an awesome start, like what Debbie said, for sure. That's a step in the right direction. Specifics will fall in.
Exactly. And that's so funny, Renee, that you're bringing this up, because she says, for me, it's rewriting my brain from decades of intentional repression of memories. And see, that's what happens as well. So you're dealing with a lot of dynamics and having to rewire. I know this sounds weird, but this body is like an IA, like an artificial intelligence. I always see it like that. And so it's kind of rebooting areas that we have to get over or whatever. But I also feel with the dreaming and you're getting the essence. And so that's good as well. So it also can speak to in any types of medications we take at night that can kind of get us in the more foggy area. But I do all that to say is, when your team wants to get something across to you, they're going to do it no matter if you're on medication or not. So don't worry about that. They will. And so the more you look at it in the morning, the more you start even just writing down a couple words, Renee, it's going to start sparking that dream time of you even paying more attention while you're in the dream.
Yeah.
And for me, I've found that over the years, the dreams improved once I really wrapped my head around the lucid dreaming, where you're in there and you're dreaming. When you know you're dreaming, you have a tendency to latch on a little bit more to what's going on in the dream, and it makes it a lot of fun.
Yeah.
What do you think, Kevin?
Well, I think about the language we have around it, and you talk about it as it's like, because it is real, it does occur that way for you. When you're talking about it in the awakeness, you talk about it that it's happening, that it's real. So being mindful of how we talk about it, like, I don't remember any of my dreams. The likelihood of you remembering any of your dreams is less. But if you go into it with the intention in the awakeness, in the consciousness, and saying, I am open to receiving all of the information that is there for my highest good in the dream state, and you do that, you get into the practice of it. And then when you anchor it in the morning, getting up, it's like the first thing I think about is, what was my dream? So then I look at that. It's the repetition of it that will help. And then, like Debbie said, we'll never miss anything that we're supposed to get because of those contributing factors. That is important for us to get. So yeah, it takes a bit of our participation for sure.
All right, I see we started, excuse me, a few things here. Let's see.
Hi, Wayne. Thanks for just checking in.
Hello, Mr. Rich.
Here's something from Susan.
Susan Fumes.
Susan says, I had a dream that said, walk away in peace. Were they talking about my stepdaughters who are about to move out on their own?
Oh, that's interesting. And I feel like there's a little more to the stream, more than just saying I had a dream that that said walk away in peace. I'm sensing there's some more around it. If you can remember that, that'd be helpful, Susan. But
And that is the beauty of dreams. It's not so literal all the time. It can be so metaphorical. It can mean so many different things. Obviously, your stepdaughters are on your mind.
Mm-hmm.
So that probably does factor in somehow, but I think Debbie's onto something here.
yeah, is Susan, are you still here? Make sure if you put a question in or whatever that you stay.
Yeah, because we're always
around.
Yeah, especially with this topic, we're going to ask.
Oh yeah, Susan's still here.
Yeah.
Now, what I'm hearing here in regards to this is something more to do with a recurring discussion or topic that a reoccurring something in your life that you haven't been able to let go. And I feel like your spirit team is encouraging you to go ahead and it's time to go ahead and let that go and walk forward and letting go. Yeah. And moving forward in peace. That you can go ahead and cut that cord and walk away in peace. You don't continue to have to revisit it. So,
yeah, I don't have much to add to that because that was what I wrote. Excuse me, letting go. I don't really have much more to add to that. It doesn't necessarily mean letting go of something that deals with a relationship. It might be just something within yourself, something that's kind of bringing you down, or
yeah, I don't have a sense that it has to do with your daughters.
Mm-hmm.
It's interesting. I went immediately to maternal. So it was like, and then it was ancestry is what I wrote down. And then I pulled a few cards and it's so beautiful. So the in-between worlds is that dream state. And I love this, Susan, is that so just kind of acknowledging the, what's there for you in it, the challenge, and kind of moving through that, the building block came up. And so in that, there's this enhancing of your gift. So you just really getting into the tune of it, you actually get to be in the creation of the interpretation is what they're saying. So in that, how beautiful. So it's like revisiting, retelling the story to best suit you is what comes up. So it feels very layered. It feels very layered. And not to take away that the daughters are not a piece to it. But there's more there actually for you is what they're saying than that aspect. So, yeah. Cool.
Awesome. Did you guys have anything else you wanted to say about what Susan has there?
Well, moving forward, Susan, with this message, I think it's just such a beautiful way to, they want you to, if emotions or feelings or you being heard in a situation it's not happening, but still holding you down because you keep revisiting. Maybe this is just an offering for you, Susan, for healing and kind of go ahead and going, okay, it's okay. I'm not going to, this is not doing, it won't do me any good or it won't do me any bad to go ahead and, or to hold on to this, whatever it is. Like, you know, and to utilize it for good for you moving forward and go ahead and release that. I love that your team is wanting you to release this and step into peace. And yeah.
I decided to pull two oracle cards. One says, someday you will understand. The other one says, assistance is coming.
Oh.
So
they are the assistants, right?
There you go. So pay attention, right? Keep staying open like you are.
Mm-hmm.
And it'll all make sense.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I keep getting decision around it. Like you, like navigating with purpose. So your decision around it, it's something, there's something around the decisions for you. Navigating with purpose is what I heard.
Ooh.
I like that.
Me too.
Oh, that gave me goosebumps.
Thank you. Thank you, Spirit. Navigating with purpose.
All right. One of you can pick the next one. I want to share the love. So
share the love.
You all jump in.
Debbie, do you want to pick one?
Oh, okay.
Whatever. And we're not doing this in any particular order, everybody. It's just kind of, we'll figure out what feels good at the moment for whoever picks it.
Angel, hello. In my dream, my grandson falls downstairs. Talk to God, give my life for his. A couple months. Oh, okay. So a couple months later, same grandson falls down a well. I'm yelling angrily. I gave my life for his. Why? Dream 2. Okay, so in both dreams, you have the grandson falling down stairs or falling down the well, that out of control. Okay, so straight up, Angel, initially, my first initial thing that my team is bringing in regards to this, as well as acknowledging when you look at dreams and the people in your dreams, your grandson it represents a part of you. So this is not a premonition. And so you look at your grandson, he's a part of you. So when you think of him and his character or whatever, and you go, oh, well, he's so adventurous, or he's so free thinking, or whatever it is about him, that part of you is what you're looking at now. And you feel like that part of you keeps either tripping up or falling down, or you're going to lose that part of you. You feel like that part of you is being lost somehow. And so let's say, and I'm going to make this up because I don't have the context, but let's say you're an artist and you have arthritis in your hands. And so you're beginning to notice that your art, you're not able to spend the amount of time that you used to do on your art and so forth. So in your dream, that would represent what your grandson would represent, the loss of the ability to do the art. Does that make sense? So Angel, I need you to go ahead and look and find this context within your own life of where this fits for you. So I'm going to leave it there. I don't see Angel talking to us.
Yeah, Angel, you still here? What I have to say is pretty brief. So whether Angel's here or not, hope Angel's here. But I wrote down 3 things. What the things that came up from on my end were protection, support, and redemption.
Mm.
And I feel like that
Angel's here.
Oh, Angel's here? Okay. Oh, well, I'll let Angel respond to you.
Well, go ahead and finish. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
But I was really picking up that there's something about you're definitely trying to wrap your arms around that grandson. And I love the fact that Debbie was factoring into the representation of the grandson actually being a part of you. So there is that that search for that safety net, I feel. Maybe I don't know, maybe there's something going on where you feel like you're just kind of flailing around and you're not getting all the support that you need, or it's something where you feel like you are not supporting enough. It seems like you're quite a giver. You're very giving, and you definitely want that safety net around your grandson, if we're talking specifically that. But just metaphorically, I think it's about that, and I think it's also about with the redemption, falling down, getting back up again. I was like keeping it as basic as that. My guides are saying something more along the lines of, when you fall down, just get back up and brush yourself off, and you learn. So maybe that second fall was to pick up the or fill in the gaps from what was not learned from the first fall is where I'm going with that. So that's what I was feeling.
Mm-hmm.
What do you have, Kevin?
I think along the same lines. It feels like it's along the same lines of what you both got. And the first thing that came up was the fear. So in it, what's happening is there's this aspect of the higher self of you and the higher self of your grandson in this like meeting place, dream state where you're working with each other. You are not separate. So in that coming together, it's like, in that higher power, it's like the curiosity and the ability for the child to be in that curious state of asking why. He's assisting you to release this fear. So it's, again, I get the letting go coming up. You're being brought to the here and now. So in that coming together, they're saying it's the present moment. It's the here and now. So release the fear around it. It's not going to, it's like, it doesn't unfold that way. Spirit doesn't come in and leave us with that fear of, oh no, is something going to happen? It's actually the opposite. So in it, there's opportunity, invitation to be in that perspective, the joy, the curiosity, the asking of the why, and letting go of the fear.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I
love it.
Go ahead, Debbie.
Oh no, I was just saying I love that part of spirit is wanting to guide you positively. It's not
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
You're frozen.
I have 3 cards for this. I got empower yourself to change your narrative.
Yeah.
I got the anchor also. Stability, being grounded, centered, balanced, staying the course. And I got grateful. So I thought those were good cards too.
Beautiful.
Yeah. What I'm feeling inspired to share was from Spirit is that they will never, this is one of the absolutes, that it's beyond, and this just comes from as close as I can be in my knowing, beyond my belief. And this is from like hundreds and hundreds of readings that I've done and my own work with Spirit. They will never leave us with a sense of fear and upset. So in that, in the humanness, we can put this perspective or this spin that leaves us in that. We misinterpret it. And so in that, Spirit always leads with love. They always leave us with a sense of love, never with fear. So I just needed to share that.
You're welcome, Angel T. Angel T said, thank you so much.
Of course. Mm-hmm.
All right. Hi, Karen. Karen's here.
Hi, Karen. Starseed Karen?
Starseed Karen.
Oh, welcome.
Hi, Karen.
All right, Kevin, you want to pick another one?
I would love to.
Go for it.
How about...
Oh, and Craigie Poo, I see your question there. Today we're doing the dream questions, but we're going to be doing rapid fire personal questions on Kevin's channel next Sunday. So.
Next Sunday is the personal questions.
Yeah. All right. Tammy Jackson is asking or sharing, I had a dream my family and I were in a store and there was a drive-by shooting towards the store. I could hear the shots clearly and feel the bullets fly by my head. We ran into the back room and pushed the items in front of the door, and the shooters came inside and robbed the store and were still shooting at us through the walls. Did I miss? Was there one more part to that, Tammy? Mm-hmm.
Oh, we'll see your question, Craig. Don't worry. Next week, we got you.
Let's see. I don't see if there's a follow-up to this.
Okay.
Is there another part? Tammy, are you still here?
They never got to us, and then they left, and then left. Okay, Tammy says. Okay. Generally, breaking down your dream, Tammy. Generally, if there's bullets. Oh, Angel, that's so sweet. Thank you so much.
Oh, that's kind of you. Thanks, Angel.
Breaking it down. So when you have bullets being shot at you, it can mean belief system. It could mean words. It could mean different. It's not that. It's not literal, right? So you're not going to end up in a store where it's being robbed and the bullets are coming. But bullets often mean in dreams words being coming at you, trying to do harm. It could also be actions. So someone outside your family is taking action, or robbing you because they're robbers, right? So breaking all those things down, because again, your spirit team is bringing in a message metaphorically, utilizing your dictionary and what you would understand. So what in your life is trying to rob you and break you down, whether it's with words or action, something in your life taking action against you, whether it's like, I just feel every time I try to get, ahead in life, something happens and it tears me down and it just knocks me down. Like I can never get ahead. So those types of things. So that's kind of what you want to look at with this type of dream. But I'm going to pass it on. 2 males and a pregnant female. Okay. So see, now those are details. Those are great details to look at and break down as well.
Yeah. It's funny. I just kept hearing it repeated over and over again. It's the leg up. And it's just like in life when it's like, it just feels like that. It feels that's natural that we have to feel like it's always trying to get a leg up. And that's actually, it's an interesting thing. It keeps us curious and growing. It's the whale spirit. And so the energy of the whale is about trusting in the mystery of things. And in that, it's like, being able to always have to be in the energy of putting a leg up, it's actually an exciting thing. And so in that, it's like, it feels like a breadcrumb. So yes, I do on the other side in the duality of it, feel the vulnerability or the thing where it feels like working against me. But we can switch it again in that perspective to work with us. Yeah, it feels good.
I wrote down organization, structure, and vulnerability. And this is just off. I read somewhere way back that something, because I had I had a friend. It wasn't even my dream. I looked it up. It was something about them being chased by shooting, and it had something to do with a need to be organized. So I guess that's why organization, which I don't know. I guess that again, back to the dream, your own personal dictionary of things, right? But that is one thing that it could be. It doesn't mean it's the end all be all, but it could mean that there's something in your life that you need to get a handle on, something like that. Now, with the structure and vulnerability, that was what I was kind of getting from my team. I think that you feel exposed somehow. And there's some worry there, perhaps, that you might have had a rough week. It might not be anything heavy duty, but I did draw 3 cards. I was just wanting to see how you felt about them. I got the Chariot, which is movement. And I think maybe this is just movement in a more positive direction for you. Like that dream was more of an alert for you to, because the movement of bullets, right? They're fast moving. I even got swiftness, the 8 of Wands here. So, something needs to quickly move forward, I feel. And I got the works, 3 of Pentacles. And I think
she said COVID recovery.
COVID recovery.
Wow,
okay. Well, and this is maybe rebuilding your health. Look at this little structure here. So it makes a lot of sense. So, yeah. Wow. Okay. COVID recovery.
Wow.
Yeah. Interesting. Love it. Oh, and Craig Dixon, I love it when you're in our chat room. So absolutely do come to our to my channel next week, and we'll hopefully get to your question. Would love to read for you again.
And we're doing rapid fire, so we should get through a lot.
We should do at least 450 questions.
Exactly. We're expected to get through about 450.
We might not even all answer the same question. It might just be bam, 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 bam. Like bullets.
Yeah.
I love it.
So we're going to take a moment for a commercial here. First of all, I want to thank you for that donation that came in. It's super helpful. That shared energy is just is like a big old hug coming through. So thank you for that on our individual channels. So I do want to say that we all offer personal readings if you want to reach out to us, and on our individual websites, which you'll find in the description. Please do so, and come hang out with us for a personal reading. I have Kim Intuitive View and I are offering our beginning class. So we're starting from the beginning, and throughout the year we'll go through all the classes again as it continues to grow on each other. So we are at the beginning here. The beginning class, and so you can also find that on the website and learn more about that. We do have some openings left, and would love to, if you feel that you want to grow your intuition at any level, this is the class for you. Or just kind of learn about it. Am I intuitive? Am I a psychic? Am I medium? This is and then diving into some tools and tricks and tips and experience. This is the class for you.
I love it.
And I'm throwing wrenches in the background while you all are doing that. So go ahead.
None of you are safe.
Nope.
You're all being wrenched.
So Kevin, what are you offering, Kevin?
I also simultaneously have a class, thanks Debbie, going on. It's a 4-week space that we are keeping quite intimate, and currently we have 2 spaces left in it to really just step into what we've been recognizing, it's really interesting. A lot of the feedback from some of the participants have been this fear of stepping into the work and even acknowledging things like, I am intuitive, I am psychic, I am a medium. And in that, I just feel like Spirit's guiding us, and they place us in these groups, if you will. And it's so beautiful, Debbie, you know this, when it's a once in a lifetime that this particular group will come together.
It's so beautiful.
It's so magical. That alone excites me, that it's like, so yes, the unfoldment of what will happen in the class. We do have a jam packed, because it's a 4-week container. But yes, if you feel called to work with us in that group setting, coming together in community is so many things. We can,
right, Kevin? It's like the community is everything.
It
really is.
Yeah, that's where the magic, that's where the gift gets shared. So in it, yeah, we do have it. I'm excited. I do have to say, lots of people sharing their experiences, and I won't name names, but lots of them that are some of them are here, and just so many people in the chat family that have taken classes with Debbie and Kim, and just the utmost beautiful experience. So yeah, I do have to say that people always share that, how they are left and what they experience is just beautiful in your classes. So yeah.
Oh, and it really is. You all make the classes, right? So you create the community, and that's what makes it so beautiful. Yeah. So I feel like Steve has a dream in part.
Go for it.
No, I was just noticing. I just noticed that.
Okay.
I have to look back and see. But anyway. And Lisa,
yeah, I don't have a class that I hold. However, I kind of have my own version of class that's held. It's called Lisa Live. All of you can show up, bring your beverages, bring your snacks. Make sure you're subscribed, hit the bell. I'm never sure what day it's going to be on, but we all just kind of hang out and have a good time. Other than that, there's also Real Talk with Lisa, and we do discuss the tough stuff. So you can find political chatter, and we talk about discrimination and social issues and current events and stuff like that there. And then there's Can You Sing It? That's just
have you done that, Kevin?
But here's the thing, I don't think I sang.
Yeah, Kevin was on it. Yeah, it's just it's a fun time though. You don't have to be able to sing. Chat picks a word. Everybody up here tries to sing something. We're on teams, and we try to sing something that has that word either in the lyrics or in the title, and it's just fun. So that's my commercial. And personal readings, of course.
And personal readings,
yes.
Correct. And again, we are all grateful for when you come onto our channels, when we do our Sundays, when you share in that energy. So thank you for that, as far as donations and subscribing and just loving on us. So, all right. Any more for commercials? We move on.
We are moving on.
All right. It's your turn to pick.
All right. See, I'm going to go with this. Steve McGowan. Welcome, Steve.
So I think that Steve is the one that has several in a row. You saw that, right?
Yeah. I do see one underneath him. There's another one after that. Okay. Well, that's fine. All right. So Steve says,
so I think there's one before this one is the thing.
Before that one.
Yeah. So I'll look back. You go ahead and start.
Okay, this right here.
Okay,
there you go.
Yeah,
there you go.
All right, so Steve McGowan. Hope you still here, Steve?
Yeah, I think he is.
All right. Recurring dream since 5 years old in a dark room. Ahead is a table with an old guy in gray robe. On the table are playing cards. I pick 3 up one at a time. Giant cards I hold with 2 fingers. 1 5 of spades. Is that what am I reading that part right? 1 is 5 of spades.
Yep.
Okay. All right.
So we need the next part of the dream.
All right. Next part. A phone rings and the guy in the robe hands it to me.
Okay, so he starts in a dark room. Okay, we're trying our best to.
Okay. Yeah, he mentioned the dark room.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that was in the first one. I think you're right, Lisa. This is the second one.
Yep.
Okay. A phone rings and the guy in the robe hands it to me, and I hold this giant phone with 2 fingers. I can't understand what is being said.
2 fingers.
A lot of these giant objects in your little tiny paws, right? Like, what's that about?
Yeah.
And then here's something else. He says, I can't understand what is being said. And when I tell the guy I can't understand, I wake up to a strange smell in the room. All right. So we got a dark room, tall guy, gray robe, older guy.
What was the spades again? The 5 of spades?
5 of spades.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Okay. So that's the 5 of swords, just so you all know. If that means anything.
Welcome. Synchronicity 76 is new here. Thanks.
Hi, Synchronicity. Welcome.
Welcome. And you're getting a wrench. Hello, Doc. Welcome. You're blue.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right.
Synchronicity, if you have a dream, throw it on up.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. The first thing that initially hits me, Steve, is okay, sorry, it's a long dream. 3 cards, 5 spades, 5 of spades, Jack of clubs, and Queen of diamonds. Jack of clubs.
So Queen of diamonds.
Okay.
Mm.
So what I want to say here, Steve, is that the specifics and the imagery and that it was so clear to you.
Mm.
That gets my attention right away.
Yeah.
And that that Queen of diamonds, that 5 of spades, that those things, and that you held something with 2 fingers. I think everything that you actually held was with 2 fingers. So the numbers and also that everything was extra big, and that you were, so that would mean that everything was like bigger than you, and making you feel, did it make you feel any certain way, and that you are in the dark, like something you feel like you're in the dark. I'm in the dark. And when it starts to show itself, you feel yes, giant cards, and the phone was large, right? Everything was large.
Mm-hmm.
And you held the phone even with 2 fingers. That is all interesting to me.
The feel that I was getting off of I don't know if this is how you would feel about this, Steve, but my guides are really focusing on that small and large aspect, that weird dichotomy. It feels like it's the equivalent of a shout. You're in a dark room. You're small, your hands are small, but there are these large things trying to get your attention. And I think that's the equivalent of a shout in the darkness. Like, it's definitely a message that is to your benefit. I think it's something really good. It feels like it's something that can be simplified so much for you. And it actually feels like a dream. I don't know if you've said it was a recurring dream.
Mm-hmm.
You had this before. I feel like you're going to get another one. You're going to get more like this is what I'm feeling. But it does feel like a pay attention dream. Like everything is so big for you to pay attention, and you did, because here you are. You remembered so much about that dream. So I think there's something significant with that. But Kevin, go ahead.
Mhm. I'm trying to step more into the dream. It feels really good. I'm really curious about it, and as where I'm being made aware to stop is the initial meeting at 5 years old in that childlike curiosity with the man. And I don't want to tell you that that is one of your guides, but if you felt like or curious or had the thoughts, is that one of your guides? They're saying to be with that thought. Yes, the duality in it's like our ability and the humanness to understand things versus the ability to in the spiritual aspects of who we are, and that understanding can look very, very different. So that's the dichotomy, the duality of like the large and the small, because you go from this feels so familiar to I don't understand, and that's perfect. That's actually really perfect. So yeah, so I pulled a few cards, and so to me these are memories. These are actually memories. You had this relationship, and I go back to the man in the gray, and in it I got the trust card and the confidence. It's just revealing another layer of your ability to be in communication. Yeah, this dream I don't think is going anywhere. It will just keep reoccurring.
Yeah, I think so too.
Yeah, feels very cool.
And I also, if you can revisit, Steve, to childhood memories and so forth, and you know, when you would question, I feel like this has a part to do with something that's been a part of an emotion or something that your guide is trying to bring up because it's been repressed, and helping you along with that. But you knew as a child, a 5-year-old, if we're going there, that something just wasn't right. It just didn't smell right. Right. So and you could tell something just wasn't right. And so I feel like this dream is an opportunity to revisit some things. And again, everything is always, like Kevin was saying, everything's always about healing and expansion for you, and deeper understanding when your team uses. It's been a few years last time, but it's about 50 years now. Okay.
Interesting.
So acknowledging that you knew that something just wasn't quite right, and maybe being so small you weren't able to express what was going on, and then maybe you saw something happen, you know what I mean, like because you were so little or whatever, no, they couldn't hear you or they didn't listen to you when you knew something was wrong, and then something played out and you knew it was going to play out that way, and something did, and they didn't listen to you. So it was almost like not being heard on some level. So we don't have context. I don't have context, but you do. But if you can get the gist of what we're all getting from your team here, from our team, in regards to your dream, hopefully that'll help you with understanding why this dream is coming, and why maybe it's revisited again now, because now maybe you can be more of assistant to yourself in healing whatever that is, and releasing that.
Yeah, I drew one card. I got the Ace of Wands. So something about this dream is definitely, it's like a new beginning. It's a maybe a different way of
releasing.
Yeah, very much so.
Cool dream.
Yeah. I love how they use our everything that we have to bring in messages.
Yeah, they sure do.
All right. And thank you, all of you new peeps that are in the chat today. Thanks for being here.
Mhm.
And thank you for having a wrench.
And I was told to pull a card for you as well, Steve. And I got understanding.
So good.
Be open and let the message come through.
Yeah.
So you're at a point where you can let the full message come through now. I love that. Okay.
Awesome. All right. Thank you, Steve.
Mhm.
All right. Who's up to pick a question here?
Shall I? We've got this one popped out. Gigi Pardo Lord. What's the meaning of receiving a gemstone greenish blue color in a dream? Thank you so much.
So I feel like colors are pretty personal. However, there are vibrations to this, the blue and green. There are certain vibrations in specific.
I know that my limited knowledge of gemstones, I do know that with the green gemstone, it could be something along the lines of prosperity or health or something like that. I'm sorry, I interrupted you.
Oh no. But with this vibration, I feel like what they're showing you with these colors is expansion. And I feel like the opening and expansion, but that's my initial sense. Sorry, Jamie.
I wrote down 2 words on this. I got serenity and calm. I am curious to know how you felt after you had that dream, or even going into it, how you're feeling, if you can remember that day. But I don't know why serenity and calm are coming in for me over here.
Yeah, very much so, Lisa. That very ebb and flow to it, right?
Yeah.
What are you getting, Kevin?
I can't get past the colors, and I feel like there's a connection between the two of them. What stands out, I see it, and you might see this different, but they're showing me a lighter blue. So the throat chakra, and then next to that being the green would be the heart chakra. So it's like in your heart and your communication, they want symphony in that. I kept hearing symphony, and it's like, so just the blending of those two, and it feels like it's like a call to action. So there's more for you there in your heart and throat chakras. So in your self-expression, there's so much more for you. Yes, it's just like this, more and more and more, like keep the, like the tide keeps it going, but then it comes back in. They're just showing me that visual. It's really powerful. Your energy is very powerful, Gigi. Yeah, so there's more to that. So just being in the symphony, yeah, in your self-expression.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
I love that for her. Yeah, Gigi.
I heard pull a card, and I have 9-10 decks beside me. Interesting enough, chakra cleansing.
Oh my gosh.
So that's curious. Okay. Yeah.
I like that.
Oh yeah, I like that. Spirit Watcher Suzanne says maybe aquamarine gemstones.
Beautiful.
Pull them around you. Pull these colors into your life. Gigi. Love it. Okay. All right. Sissy has just a question here. Sissy, are you still here with us? Again, we super appreciate if you put a question in that you hang out, because we don't want to sit and wait. And are they still here? So.
Hi, Teresa.
Oh, good. I felt good about the dream. Thank you. Right about the chakra. Yep. I thought so, Gigi, too. That was. I kept seeing chakra too, but I wasn't quite sure that you got the message. So I was thankful for that. I'm like, all right. Sissy, dream question. As you know, I am a griever. I am also had a near-death experience. There you go, Kevin.
Yeah, interesting.
With my heart. In my dreams, I see myself talking to an angel. Is this my spirit guide or just my grief?
Debbie, it's so interesting that you chose this one next, because and I love that about spirit. So on the heels of the throat chakra, the communication, and the heart chakra, this also plays. So something about the last message also being a part of this.
Flying right in here. Yeah.
Beautiful.
Sissy's here.
Pinned at the top here. If you have a question, please stick around, guys, as we may need to ask you something in return. The questions are chosen in no particular order. Thank you.
Oh, perfect. Yeah. Okay. Well, it's interesting because my first initial message coming in here, Sissy, is from your team, and they're saying you're actually doing really well with your grief journey. They want you to recognize that in yourself, that you're doing really well with your journey here with grief. Like you don't cut. I'm hearing you don't cut corners, and no, you also allow yourself. You're allowing yourself the journey to do it out loud, and that's because so many people, especially in this society that we live, it's shut down. You're not allowed your grief time. In so many other societies, it's so different. But in ours, we kind of shut it down, and it's been a week. You should be better. So by you doing your journey the way you're doing it, it's offering that energy out to everyone, allowing that space of grief and understanding grief, and then doing grief well.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
I really got the chills on this one, and spirit brought me back, interesting, to the last reading from Gigi, and they showed me the tide again, and in that water, it will come and it will go. And so in that, I heard that there's nothing separate in it. So and I love it. I pulled a couple of cards because I didn't know what that meant. And I guess it was in the way that the question was asked. Is it my spirit guide or just my grief? I don't feel them being separate in that.
Right.
So the beautiful thing about this imagery is it is the higher power. So that's the answer. It is your spirit guide. And this one, the emotion that came with it is, if you look at it, it's out to sea. So it's interesting. They showed the water again. And in that boat, if you look behind the image, you can see in the distance, there's the image of spirit in there. So in your grief, spirit is right there with you. So there is that. I understand it as there is no separation. So how that looks for you can look very, very different. It just feels like you've come so far in it. So acknowledging that, like Debbie was getting, you're doing good.
Yeah, I pulled 3 cards for you. I got the High Priestess, and I think this is a lot of your higher self here. And I also got the 9 of Wands and the 10 of Swords. I think both of those really illustrate the loss and what you've been able to conquer as well. But something I was really picking up on I don't know if you are if you speak in public at all, or if you are a teacher of any sort. I feel like that there's something that is guiding you toward a higher purpose where you can actually share your experience. I think it might even be something cathartic for you. I don't know if that's even an option for you. Even if it's just something you write down just for yourself, I feel like there's some process, there's something that you have to offer the rest of us with this experience, is what I was picking up on over here. And I think I think that a lot of maybe what you're dreaming, you are being guided toward, uh, I guess, what would you call bridging the gap for others to understand exactly what that was, what the NDE is, and how that contrasts from those who have not had that happen, and provide a level of comfort, even, for those that have an issue or have any fears or misconceptions about crossing over. And I don't know, it's like this whole thing that I'm getting over here where I think you can share this, is what I'm saying, is what I'm trying to say. I don't know if that's something you'd be comfortable with, but definitely write stuff down. There's something about you needing to really, I guess, get a better handle on it or something. I don't know. I don't know how to say it. But there's definitely something that you can do to share, because you're very feeling and you're very emotional and everything's just like right there. I think that's something that we could all benefit from, is what I'm getting.
And I also want to say that, 100% you were talking to an angel. But all the messages that came through Kevin, Lisa, and myself, also are coming in, right? Yeah. Beautiful. All right, Sissy. Hugging you, Sissy. Oh, I wanted to, before we move on to the next question here, Prince Charming, I just have a question for you on this. Prince Charming's mom. She said, I was devastated when a relationship ended by a car accident in 1978. I have dreamed about him for 45 years. Last week, I saw him come back to life after 45 years. It was goosebump. Do you think he reincarnated? Do you think you sense that? Prince Charming is a psychic medium, and I'm wondering if she sensed that. If you think that you sense that. Sissy says, some people say I'm weird talking about it. And I think she's talking about grief.
Yeah, before that, she said, I do grief share publicly. And I was telling her that's wonderful.
You keep waving your freak flag. Yeah, you keep being weird. You keep waving that flag.
Freak flags are welcomed here.
Yes.
Highly encouraged, in fact.
Tammy said she thought that too when she saw Prince Charming's mom. Not until now. Okay. I just wondered.
Hi, tarot your way. I think the gray stands out.
The gray has already been wrenched. I already got tarot your way.
Totally. Yeah.
Okay.
You got nailed already.
All right. So I feel like grief sharing matters. Yes, Spirit Watcher, Suzanne. 100%. Okay. I think someone else's turn to pick, right?
I think it's yours. No,
I picked Sissy.
Okay. I picked Gigi, so it must be Lisa's.
Oh, it's mine. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Let's see here. All right. Synchronicity. 76. Are you here?
All right. Oh, yeah. I do believe they're here because they were just writing that a moment ago.
Okay.
I'm kneeling at my father's headstone. Can't see the writing, but I'm focused on the flowers that aren't in the pot and just laying on the ground.
Mm.
They are fresh flowers. I collect them and range them back in.
Wow.
Okay, so synchronicity, the message I'm getting with this, with all the symbolism and everything, just straight up front here, is that I feel like this is a message actually from your dad to live your life.
Yeah.
To don't be stuck with him in the grave, right? He's not in the grave, he is alive. But that he wants you also, that it's time to kind of pick up the pieces there, kind of rearrange things and live. And it's okay. And that's the type of feel I'm getting with the symbology that came through that dream, as well as kind of the messaging. I feel like your dad is actually here. So
I like what you said. I wrote down honor, peace, and beauty.
Yeah.
Being at the gravesite, showing the respects, that honor there, the peacefulness. I'm feeling just the peacefulness around just that setting, just being there. It's just you, but and the beauty with the flowers and everything, and you arranging it. And I agree with the picking up of the pieces. That makes a lot of sense to me. And even the fact that I feel like there's a lot about that connection you and your father as well. That connection's really strong.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
But what do you have, Kevin?
I instantly, it feels like a message from dad. And in that, it's like to remember that you're still in collaboration. So in that, he is so alive, and it looks very different, no longer in the physical, but still so alive. And in that, I pulled a few cards, which I think, Lisa, you touched on one of them, the peace card, and in the memory and the stillness of just being brought into that moment. It's like, he does show me that it's like a fork in the road. So he's assisting you with the choices. So there's something about the choices and in the collaboration with still working with his energy and working with him to help assist you through those choices. And for some reason, I don't know. I'm just going to deliver it. Number 13. I keep seeing the number 13, or he keeps showing me the number 13. But yeah, that you are still in collaboration. That's what he wants you to.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I'm feeling a lot of tender tears between the two of you. So I feel like there is a lot of healing, possibly, before he passed or soon around. I feel like healing. There was healing around as well between the two of you. But tender moments, and that he keeps showing me. He wants you to know you got this. He keeps showing me, kind of pushing you on your bike for the first time, and you got this, and you pedaled off, and you got this. He's bringing that in now for you currently in your life. Currently, there's something that he's saying, you got this.
I just thought of as soon as you said that, something I got a hit about. There's something about having no words on the tombstone. It's like he's saying, write your own story.
Ooh, chills on that.
Write your own story.
Chills on that.
Get out there. Yeah. And he's with you for all of that,
Anyways, synchronicity, giving you hugs. Okay.
Okay.
Oh, is it my choice?
I think.
Yeah. Yep. It's you. Mhm.
Yeah.
Where are we going here? That one's been done already.
You're welcome, Synchronicity. Thanks for being here.
There was a number 1. I don't know if that's a Metatron's wing. I don't know if that's... I'm missing part of it. Sorry, I'm just going to clear the...
So you just write your question once, and we star it, and it'll go in with all the questions. So no worries that you don't have. It's not one of those things where you have to keep writing.
Right. That's not a dream.
And next week on Kevin's channel, we're doing personal questions.
Yes, rapid fire.
Bring those next week.
That's going to be fun. Looking forward to that.
Mm-hmm.
Me too. All right. This one is an actual dream. Some of them I didn't see as dreams, so I'm just going to...
Oh, that's so funny. That was the one I was going to pick.
Oh, there we go. Trey Cameron had some dreams about snakes recently, and any idea of what that could mean from spirit?
Well, I'm curious to know a little bit more about the dream. However, I can tell you the symbology of snakes equals lies. Most often, snakes in dreams means lies. So either someone's lying about you, or you feel like, I mean, if you follow politics or whatever, you're like, oh my gosh, I'm surrounded with all these people who lie, whatever it is about. So I'm curious to know more about the dream, just kind of around it, to bring more context. But if you look at your dream tray and there's snakes, deceit, like deceit,
total deception,
That's really interesting. Spirit said to look down, and I looked down, and it's the Wild Mystic deck, and there's the snake on the top, which is so curious. So I pulled a couple from it, and I think this plays off of what you're talking about. I think you're bang on, Debbie, because it's the confidence and the trust. And so to me, there is that layer of the lies and the deception. So a prompting to be in the awareness of that. And I feel you don't have to go into detail with who that is, but I feel like you're already in that awareness.
Trey said there was specifically a green one with some white and slithering around, which doesn't really give us the context of it, but the color could be significant for sure.
Yeah, but trust your intuition on this one.
Thank you, Synchronicity.
Thank you, Synchronicity. Thank you for sharing in that energy with us. Appreciate you. Yeah, Suzanne has it right. So trust your intuition on this. It's something that's been tapping you on the shoulder a little bit.
Yeah.
You're welcome, Trey.
Okay. All right.
All right.
Hi, Carol.
Hi,
Carol.
Dream last night.
Dream last night. I was a woman in my 20s.
Wow.
In some kind of contest that included athletic skills. My skill was skiing. The judge was a man, the president of a country. We were romantically involved.
Ooh, nice, Carol.
Like this.
Tell us more.
Carol.
I'm going to draw this one. All right, let's see.
Oh, tarot your way. I love that. He says no one has ever died from a snake bite. We died due to the venom.
Oh, interesting. Tarot your way. Yes.
Very nice.
I love that.
Carol said it was a great dream. I'm sure it was.
Yeah, it was. Wow.
I feel good about it.
Is there anything else that stood out, Carol, in that? I don't know. I feel like there's a bit more info.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Need a little more info. Confidence.
Just on kind of just a kind of metaphoric level, it does kind of make me feel like something on a more of a performance level, performing, really trying to reach your maximum potential on something,
It's interesting. I just wrote down confidence before you.
Yeah, definite confidence there.
Yeah.
Carol says she had dark skin and she was very athletic.
Interesting.
I'm sensing
past life
here. Carol, are you a do you maneuver within your intuition and psychic ability, Carol? I'm sensing a little bit on this one that it could be kind of a metaphoric, prophetic feel to it, or what's another word for prophetic?
Like a future foresight.
Foresight, yeah. Or understanding, but okay, yes, I'm in touch with spirit all the time. Carol, I feel like this is in regards to like it's a forecast dream or a premonition dream in regards to another country or something, a situation happening on the globe right now.
Oh, interesting.
Okay. And so in that, so breaking that down and again, you were given the dream, Carol, so I feel like you would know, like, what the woman represents in her 20s and her build and her athletic, what she represents. It might not even be human, right? So it might be a situation or that kind of thing, but very skilled, and offers something really great. But then you have the judge, the man who was the president of the country, but you had some secret connection and as far as that romantic involvement. So in that scenario, in that metaphoric scenario, what's going on here? Where is this at? And I feel like you're being given some insight, a deeper insight to this secret connection between these two.
She said she felt very strong, both emotionally and physically.
Okay. Mm-hmm. So that's kind of what my team was showing me, but maybe you guys have something different.
Go ahead, Kevin.
Yeah, it's I keep hearing you asking questions. So your own like questioning and looking for the why behind it. That's important in it, and feeling into it, and not in an ominous way, because the outcome card is really great, and I'll show you that. But I pulled the orphaned card, which I think is this layer of that's where it actually takes me to I think that part about the premonition in the what's unfolding, the president kind of sticks out to me. And this doesn't feel on, if you're in the United States, it feels more like out of your country. So I'm looking outward. What's interesting is the two cards and this is where I feel comfort in it, is it's the fear and what's uprising in that. It's the heal card, the healing card. So this one's curious to me, and I feel like your participation in the continual, I love it how Debbie asked you're into like the conversation. Are you spiritual? Of course you are. And how you question that and the why behind it, I feel like there's this is part. Yeah, this feels big. It feels really grand.
Mhm.
Yeah. Okay, the number 5. They said to look at the orphaned card again, and it's the number 5, which is about the change.
Mm.
You know, and I love it how they anchor it. That was the last card was the healing card. Yeah. Yeah, this one's layered.
Yeah, I was. It does seem like you can go so many cool directions with this.
Mhm.
I was really thinking along the lines of what I'd said initially, but then once after listening to you guys and seeing the cards that I threw, I am leaning more towards. There's something really important about that confidence level, and you know, we're talking about the judge and everything. I actually got the judgment card.
Oh.
So I don't know if this is something saying that on some level, and it could very well be related to current events or something. She is feeling like such a representation of something that needs to be have a strong light shown on it, like progress, which kind of goes back into the future aspects, the prophecy, all that stuff. But with the 2 of Pentacles, there's even a little clock on here, maybe the timing of something coming up for you. And with it being the 2, it makes me feel like because if you place yourself in that literal dream, in that situation, and you're that person, you are in your 20s performing that task, you've got your skill set you're trying to handle here. You've got goals you're trying to achieve within your sport. But on the side here, you got this thing going on with the judge. So that duality again, 2 of Pentacles, the timing of things, the judgment card, maybe a little guilt off of the romance in correlation with all the training you've been doing on the side. I don't know. It's like this whole thing. Like I'm going too hard into. I'm like running a little movie in my head. The whole thing. It's really cool. But it does seem like the intuition is strong there for sure. I think the dream in itself is indicative of the fact that you are moving beyond what you think your capabilities are. I think there's something else going on here. That's a really good dream, though. I mean, it sounds like a fun dream, but just outside of that, I think the symbolism of it feels really good.
Yeah.
Was there a follow-up to this dream? Do you do that? Are you able to do stuff like that? I'd like to know if you've had that dream more than once in a different way. But anyway, that was awesome.
Yeah. Awesome, Carol. Sissy, thank you.
Thank you, Sissy.
Thank you for sharing.
That is kind of you.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I think we're going to go ahead and move into just checking in with each other with prayer. You can throw your prayer. You can write it out or not. It doesn't matter. We're just going to go ahead and link in. But if you want to go ahead and post it, we can have that and people can see it written out. But we also, for those who are just watching, who are not participating in the writing, all unspoken prayers, we're going to connect in. So we're going to go ahead and connect in. Now, as you post. Yeah. So instead of clicking, do you think, since we're starting so late, should we, instead of clicking on all of them, should we just go ahead?
We'll just move into it.
Just let them, guys, just so they're out there. You can type in your prayers, and we're not going to star them as we normally would and go through them. We can just link in and do it that way.
But please write it out. That helps
Mhm.
with the energy and pushing that out. So, and we will obviously read them.
Yeah.
But we're not going to go ahead and post those, I think, as we move in. So let's go ahead and connect in, guys. And if you're new here, this is a time we come together with all our, we connect into each other and help hold each other and all the prayer requests and bring healing. And as we connect together. So linking in and big circle of us. I love this time that we have linking in, and I get to see you all. And we're connected, and we are connected. And as we come together with these prayer requests, spoken and unspoken, written and unwritten, and we're linking in together. We're here to support one another as we bring our own prayers to the table, as well as others. We're supporting each other's prayers and bringing them into source. And I like to visualize this as the biggest light going as far up as you can imagine and as far down into the earth as you can imagine. And we're circled around source. And it's just emanating love, light, healing, but mostly love, which encompasses all. So as we bring our prayers and touching them into source, they just kind of dissipate into all the source's energy, bringing that healing, bringing that request, acknowledging all of that, and creating it into the perfect music note. So you can see all these notes as the prayers hit and go, and then they turn into this music note, and you can see it swirling around, creating the most perfect frequency, the most perfect tone. Manifesting abundance, manifesting healing, love, light, expansion, direction, enlightenment. So stepping back into the circle, as we all connect back in, I see swirling, kind of just hovering above us, just beautiful white light energy just swirling around. And every once in a while, you're going to feel a little boop on your forehead. I feel like these are just little, like being kissed on the forehead. And it's hard to leave this space. So it's always hard for me to back out of this space because it just feels at home with you all. But as we step back, we understand that we can always come back here at any time during this week and connect in. It will always be here for us. So as we step back, acknowledging that I can come back into this space at any time that I need. Experiencing the love and the light and the healing and the connection. And so it is.
So it is. Love that. Every time. All right, everybody. It is so hard to come out of that.
Yeah, totally.
That's why we do all the commercials up first.
Yeah, right.
But we will all see you next week, same time on
Yes.
on Kevin's The Healing Mediums channel.
Mm-hmm. We will be.
All right.
And
And
thanks,
so
everybody.
bring your personal questions next week.
Yeah, personal questions next week for sure, guys. Thanks so much for doing this with me. And you guys, I love doing this with you. You know this.
So good.
Yay.
Yeah, I've really enjoyed this. So
And way to simplify it, Debbie. Just do an alternate every week. It's so perfect.
Yeah, it just is so,
That's so good.
yeah,
why didn't we think of that? I don't know what it is.
it's perfect. And everybody who contributed, thank you so much for that. And thanks for being here. And anybody that got hit with a wrench too hard, my apologies, but it's because I love you. So that's just kind of what I like to do here. I like to make sure everybody gets a wrench. It's like welcome to the family. It's
Yeah, there you go.
what
So
that
welcome
is.
to the family.
Yeah.
I love
But
it.
yeah, everybody leave a comment afterward. Let us know what you thought. And please like, subscribe to all these lovely people up here with me. And their stuff, their description is in my description of where to go.
Yay.
Thank you.
So happy Sunday, everybody. Smoochies and hugs.
Smoochies and hugs. I love it. Smoochies and hugs.